everyone. This is Georgia with Creative Moments by G. So happy you could join us today. We're very excited about today's show because we are going to look at alternate designs for the 2019 December Paper Pumpkin Kit. Now, when we got it, everybody, you get this cute little box, right? And we got these designs that they showed us, and they showed us what they recommended. Well, we decided to think about it for just a little bit and come up with some different designs. And we decided to use fun folds for our December paper pumpkin. So I hope that you enjoy this show. So let's get started. Okay, so the first one I want to talk to you about is our Z-fold card, okay? So we have several Z-fold designs. Now on this one, isn't that adorable? We actually used our punches that will go on sale January 3rd in the new catalog. And then we used their message, hey friend. We also used their circle that they had, but we punched it out. And then we just used a Z-fold. Now let me go ahead and give you the dimensions of that in case you want to make a Z-fold. So I have it right here. The Z-fold is 8.5 by 5.5. You score it at 4 1/4, and then you have to score it right here so that you have that Z-fold. And this one is 2 1/8. So here's our first card. Oh, don't you love it? I just love it. So we're going to set it right there. Our next Z-fold that we came up with, look at this one. Same dimensions, but we used a tag. We have a punch that you can buy in the annual catalog, and that's what we used for this, and then we just put a backing on it. We used a Wild Rose stamp set to get these beautiful leaves, to add them. But we use the gold that they had in the kit, the little flowers. And then for the sentiment, we went ahead and used a Wild Rose sentiment as well. But isn't that cute? Okay, that's another one. Now here's another Z-fold that we used. We used the sentiment, I can't thank you enough. And that one comes from the So Sentimental stamp set, and I believe that's going to go on sale January 3rd as well. But we used these beautiful gold leaves that they had in the kit and those beautiful pastel flowers, and we just put a mat down and then put another white card, and we have another beautiful Z-fold. Then we did one more Z-fold. We used our paper that came with it. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the cards that came with it, we decided to go ahead and just chop them in half. That way we could have this design to use as well as the darker solid color to use. And we used Blessed from, once again, the stamp set To a Wild Rose. And then on the inside, To Be Your Friend. And we got that from also To a Wild Rose. So here's our Z-fold cards that we made. The next card I want to show you is we used a gatefold. We decided to just use a gatefold. Isn't that lovely? Now let me tell you the dimensions in case you want to do this and make this your design. A gatefold is simply an 8.5 by 5.5, and then you have to score it because you have to get your gate, right? So you just score it at 2 1/8 and scoot on over and do 6 3/8. Or if you want to do it another way, you could score it at 2 1/8 and flip it and score it at 2 1/8. And that will give you your gatefold. Isn't that lovely? We used those beautiful gold leaves that they had, and what we did is we just put them down, pressed them really hard to get them so it would hold, and then we just barely opened it up a little bit, and we used just a little cutting blade to cut it down the middle so it would be exactly where it needed to be. And then, of course, we used the sentiments in the kits and used our little flowers and leaves again. Our panels, we did double panels, right? We used the little polka dot yellow that you see, and then we put another panel on top of it. And we just picked that up from our cardstock that we already have. This cardstock is Calypso Coral, so we just added that. So here's our first gatefold. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, and it just closes so nicely. And what you need to remember when you do a gatefold is go ahead and burnish it really well on the sides, and that will keep it down for you. So there's our first one. Here's another lovely design that we decided to do. We put this in the middle. Of course, you could leave it white in case you wanted to do that. But this time, instead of doing alternating sides, we just went ahead and put them both on the left-hand side. Now, on this little rose right here, this is out of To a Wild Rose, this stamp right here, but we just cut out the middle part of the flower. Isn't that beautiful? And then this beautiful gold came from the kit, as well as this sentiment and this paper. We just loved this. Oh my goodness. So that's our first one. Now our next one is just because. We used our spruce, our green paper to pick up right here. And then we went ahead and just used what came in the kit. We split it down to create 2 panels. And see how you put this on one side and you put it on the other? And that way it just closes just like that. Isn't that pretty? And I'll tell you, the gold really adds to the cards. It just made it pop, right? Just so pretty. So that is that one. And then we have this one. Looks a little bit the same, but we added that beautiful gold kind of ribbon in the back. And can you see that? We added some Wink Estella to make it sparkle and put It's Your Day. I just think these alternate designs came out so nice. And then look at this one. Oh my goodness. To die for. This is the one, right? Look at that beautiful. We shaded this flower, and this is from the stamp set, once again, To a Wild Rose. We used the beautiful gold that came in the kit, as well as we created the panels and the sentiment. This one is just like, does it send a message or what? Oh my goodness. Here we go. And then finally, we decided to use a diagonal cut. Because remember, this is alternate December 2019 paper pumpkins, right? But fun folds. We wanted to do something completely different. So look at these cute little folds. Aren't they cute? Once again, we used To a Wild Rose. We used the beautiful gold that came in the kit. The sentiment, it already has the little tag there for you. And we just set most things up on dimensionals because that really gave it the added height that we needed. Love, love this one. And in just a moment, I'm going to show you how you can do this very quickly, this diagonal cut. So we're going to put him up there. And then we have this beautiful one. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? We took the panels, we went ahead and covered it first, and then we just took a strip of Calypso, put the strip there, and then we put a strip here. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Once again, we used one of our punches, and you can get this out of the annual catalog. We used the sentiment from the kit, the beautiful gold leafing design that they give you. Oh, I just loved that one. Now here's a very simple one that we did as well. Once again, has the triangle fold. We were trying to figure out how to use this shape that they gave us. So we decided to use it as our focal point on this one. And I think it turned out so nicely. We just added the gold that they gave us. We added some flowers and You're the Best, and we matted it. I think it's important to mat them for the most part because it really makes them pop, right? And then we added some gold that we just purchased out of, I believe it was the annual catalog. So pretty. So we're going to put that one there. Then we have this one. Now this one we added some clear on top of our stamp, and our stamp that we used was Sweetly Swirled. And aren't those lovely? Oh, we just love those. Kind of matches the gold, but we ran out of the gold, so we just came up with this one. We used the gold leaves once again. We added all our little flowers on dimensions. We added some cute little rhinestones from the kit. It's your day, and you're ready to go. Look at that. What's important to remember about these, the Z-fold or the triangular diagonal cut, is you only put your whatever, your snail or your tape run or your glue on one side, right? Because you don't want to accidentally glue that down. So we're going to add this one here. And then finally, once again, look at this. This is to a wild rose. We shaded it. We sparkled it up with some Wink of Stella. Isn't that just gorgeous? We added our diagonal that we had some paper left over from the cards that we cut apart. We love these designs. And remember, you get all these envelopes with these beautiful, beautiful flaps. You know, we work so hard to do this, right? And we don't have to do it because it's already done. Now, I wanted to show you just a little tip on creating this diagonal. What you need to do is put it in your machine. I'm just going to very carefully set it on top of our cards. Very carefully. We don't want anything to happen to our lovely cards, right? So we know that this is 8.5 by 11. So you're going to score, which is 4 1/4. You're going to just score down. Then you're going to turn it the other way and score in the half, which we know is 5 1/2. And then you're going to go ahead and take one of your blades out if you have the trimmer. And you are going to match up your point to point. And you have to put it all the way at the very top, right? As far as you can get it. And you're going to just match it up like this. Match it up and really work hard to get it right where it needs to be. Fold it down and then slice. Now, see how it just pulls apart? So easy. And then you're going to take your paper and you're just going to burnish it. Just fold it over and then burnish it, and you have your diagonal cut. Isn't that a cute little trick? Well, look at these cards. Aren't they gorgeous? I hope that you enjoy making these cards as much as we did. I think it'll give you some designs that you might be able to use. You know what we like to say? Take it and make it your own. So hashtag take it, make it. Enjoy working with these designs. Go out and have a great day. Be creative in your crafting. Thanks for popping by, and if you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. We'd really appreciate it. YouTube loves it, and it really helps us know if you like our videos. See you in the next video.